Hi, could you speak about the new party which is going to come, whether it is true or false, and if it is true, what are the agendas and why, in short?
Yes, there is a planning going on for students and youth of this Telangana agitation, expecting and planning to form a new political party because there is a space. There are many people who do not want this form of democratic agitation to be run by politicians, traditional politicians who have not been standing for people. The agenda is we are youth, we stand for people. We have been doing agitations, serious agitations, all these 3 years. Though it was difficult, we had tough tasks, agitations, without even having penny in the pockets, we have been doing it. Facing lathi charges, facing tear gases, going to the jails, though politicians have been on their single agenda of building their party cadre, of building their membership in assembly and parliament, but it was the people, it was the youth who have been doing this agitation. Then why not we go to assembly? Why not we go to parliament? It is not our dream to become MLAs or MPs. It is only a new trend to start youth walking into assembly or youth walking into parliament. The same youth who have been questioning the politicians right from the gully, right from the roads, then why can't they speak in the assembly? Why can't they speak in the parliament? The agenda is fighting for the people, the same fight which has happened in the streets. What we have studied in our books, we will implement it for our people. We will demand for our people. This is, if I know there may come a criticism that we may also walk into the line of politicians, but it would have happened if we have used our 3 years of experience, if we had gone into Congress or TDP or YSRCP or BJP. But no, we are starting our own party, we are planning to start our own party, a student party. In that we are showing our genuineness.
Is this party which you are going to form, is it for fighting for Telangana? Because already there are many parties like TRS and other people who are standing on the party and saying that we are fighting for Telangana. And also like TDP or any party which was formed in Andhra Pradesh or across India, they have some agendas saying that, like even now Anna Hazare's political party like Aam Aadmi. So that is it like one more new kind of a new style of saying that this a new party is coming with a lot of agenda and do nothing? How do you say that?
Firstly, in this state, if we say the present state, Andhra Pradesh, this is not a old style or repeating of the same old dialogues. If this party is formed, because still we are in a discussion mode, we are talking to all student organizations, we are talking to all student leaders of the entire region of Telangana, because this state, Andhra Pradesh, has never had any student party. Student leaders have used their reputation and have joined into mainstream political parties, but no student tried to be in and start a student political party. One attempt was done by Maroju Veeranna, a Naxalite leader, who, being in Naxalism, started to come out into the streets and start a democratic front, but unfortunately, 4 days before this started, he was encountered by the state. So, in which we can even understand that if suppose we are trying to come out into the democratic sphere, to become one, to bring all the students under this big huge umbrella, then probably all the political parties will become one and they may fight against us. So it is important that the entire student community has to become one to fight for a single agenda, that is youth, how we have to connect with the people. It is not winning or it is not losing. It is only important how we connect with the people, how will the people trust us. And as you have mentioned about Aam Aadmi party or any Congress party which is saying its tagline as Aam Aadmi, or Rahul Gandhi who is telling young comes into politics, or BJP which is encouraging religionalism and not giving any kind of interest towards major sections. It is a major fact which we have to observe, that why still BJP is not able to come into power. Why Congress party says it is luring youth into politics, but unfortunately we still see 60 years of age of leaders from Congress party getting tickets, 60 years or 59 years are becoming the ministers. Where is the youth in politics? Then here in Telangana region, there is a youth who comes from 18-year-old also, but he knows everything. There are 25-year-old youth, there are 27-year-old youth who can speak better than ministers, who can speak better than parliamentarians. There are several parliamentarians, there are several legislators of Congress party or any party who have never spoken in the houses of parliament or the houses of assembly. But here, students can speak better than them. Youth can speak better than them. There are common people who can fight for the people. So our agenda is to fight for people. Only who have done efforts for all these 3 years of Telangana agitation, they only have the right to speak for the people. So, and even coming to Aam Aadmi Party, well, as we have been following it, we seriously feel it is still not connected to Aam Aadmi, because the same Arvind Kejriwal, to correct your statement, you have said Anna Hazare, Aam Aadmi Party has been started by Arvind Kejriwal, and this Arvind Kejriwal, few months back, couple of months back, when we have seen, he has supported YS Jagan Mohan Reddy, the same YS Jagan Mohan Reddy who is right now behind the bars under the allegation of corruption charges. Well, then Aam Aadmi Party has its own kind of apprehensions, so definitely, and if they are supporting two smaller states, we will give a think about it. But our discussion mode, we are trying to gather more, mobilize more of students, and then if a consensus comes between all the students, then definitely we will think about floating in a new student party.
Actually, what are the criticism you're getting on this new party? How many people have approached you or threatened you not to start like that? Could you tell us more on that?
At one point of time, there are students, fresh students, who are interested in joining a beginning era, where we in Telangana agitation, we have been giving examples of Assam Gana Parishad, we have given examples of Jharkhand Student Union. At the same time, instead of going into political parties, because there are many people who have done a bit of social service or any kind of political activism, are instantly using that kind of benefits to join a mainstream political party. But we students, every student of Telangana who has been on the road, are trying to build up a new party, are wanting to fill up the gap, fill up the space which the mainstream political parties have failed to do. By doing this, it is the political parties who have already spread a criticism that these students are doing it for their own benefits. There are people who are discussing on Facebook also. There are people who are trying to spread a message that these people want to become politicians. If we really wanted to be politicians, definitely every student leader would have joined a political party. No fool, no idiot without a penny in their pocket would want to start a political party. We are doing this only to create a new trend, so that definitely whichever youth is raising a question towards the government, who are raising a question towards these bourgeois parties, or who are raising questions towards these politicians who are doing injustice to the SC, ST, BC and minorities and the weaker sections. This is the time that the youth come out. There are youth in this Telangana agitation who have questioned persons from the Chief Minister directly to the Prime Minister. That kind of platform has been given in these kind of movements. But there is a criticism that these politicians, these students also will get polluted. These students also will become politicians. No, we have done our efforts first. We are not like those politicians who come in 1 week, who are joining political parties not out of love for Telangana agitation. They are joining political parties to save their card to be a member of assembly, to be a member of parliament. They are coming to protect their posts. But we have been doing our agitations. We have proved our mettle. Then why not we go into it? At this point of time, to stop the student power, earlier also students were split, and definitely also once again the government and all the political parties, let it be our own political parties or let it be of the coastal Andhra or Rayalaseema, all of them will become together to stop the student force. But this is not limited or confined only to the Telangana region. This should be an example to everyone in this nation. Definitely, if our party is floated in, it should be an example for a change, for a change that youth has a independence, youth has a freedom to talk, youth has a freedom to post in Facebook, youth has a freedom to question against fascism, youth has a freedom to walk into assembly, youth has a freedom to walk into parliament and question all those politicians who have not been standing by the people. And definitely at the same point of time, we have to see that this region and the student leaders or the normal students of this region should be an example for entire nation, where every nation talks about the students of Telangana.
Thanks, brother.
That's all. That is all.
See, actually, what I strongly feel is you should go start a party. There'll be criticism. What is the problem with that? Everybody has a role to play, and I don't believe that students will get turn the world into upside down. Let me be very practical, but however, there is a hope, and we need to change this. All this people who are holding their post as a hereditary occupation, like MLA is an occupation, MP is an occupation. In that sense, actually, Osmania University students, the way the contribution they did for Telangana movement, and why should they always depend on the state or the KCR, or some KCR will come and like begging him, waiting for him. Yeah, waiting for him that he will respond, he will respond, he will respond. Anyway, that is, I think this is a very good decision. I think at least once everybody got some sense of thinking. Anyway, now tell me, without money, how are you going to run a party? Or else the first role is to make money out of it?
Well, actually, if we really wanted to make money out of this, we would have started making money out of this Telangana agitation. But the spirit of Telangana agitation is very spiritual, which is close to everyone's heart, for which many students have sacrificed their lives. They have self-immolated, they have hung themselves, writing letters for Telangana. And all those student leaders, lakhs of student leaders, right from Osmania University to Kakatiya University to every university, and the common students of entire, even till Mandal levels also, the students who have come outside, they have sacrificed their careers. Without entering into classes, without studying, they have come always. They were present everywhere. But the question is, the parties, the political parties which have used the cadre, which have used the people for their public meetings, couldn't they use for agitations, couldn't they use for protests? When students of Osmania University or Kakatiya University, just even 30 members or 50 members, they have done protests, for which firing also took place. Then there were meetings of 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs. Why couldn't they do anything? Why couldn't they do protests also? Wasting so much for money for flexis or cutouts or posters or for traveling vehicles? They couldn't do any protests. They kept meetings and they did nothing. But I agree that for protests, for agitations, money is important. But here we are not to make money. We want to set up as an example that yes, because students have come near us and they have told us that, you know, we can keep 1 lakh, we can keep 2 lakhs, we can keep 3 lakhs. Can I keep 50,000? This is so good to hear at a point of time where politicians are pouring money of 5 crores, 10 crores, 20 crores for assembly and parliament. Here is the first time in this example of Andhra Pradesh in Telangana region, very soon to come as a Telangana state, where students are telling that we can spend 50,000, we can spend 1 lakh. That itself is a change. Election Commission has kept 14 lakhs, but definitely we will, though politicians are forgetting that rule, students will keep that rule, and we will show that money is not important. We may not have food, but definitely we will go into public and beg for food. And definitely people will give us food. People will give us money. We will go in the way of Kanshiram, how he went in. We will ask them the money. We will beg money. At the end, we are their own people. We are their own children. The politicians have forgotten that they cannot reach till the people. But we as students, we will connect to the people. So, we will show this India, we will show this nation, we will show all the politicians that for elections, money is not important. Liquor is not important. And for this, because the mandate of the elections is being only the slums, because in slum areas, my dear brothers and sisters of the weaker sections, they are being lured for 500 rupees, that 500 rupees in one day is being the decision maker, which is spoiling the entire 5 years of all those poor people. But for it to be important, it is the youth who have to come out. They have to come out and they have to vote. If the youth will come and decide, then definitely the politician's decision, the politician's future also will be decided by the youth. We are seeing percentage of only 50% being voted. If the youth will come out, definitely we all should see 80 to 90% of votage should be done. The votes should be voted, and definitely we can see a mandate, and definitely we can see a nation, and definitely we can see this Telangana region being set as example, where students do not need money, but definitely will walk into assembly, will walk into parliament. For that, we will go into deep discussions and very soon announce our political party if everything goes well. If our people want to be with us, if our students will agree to be with us, and a change will arise, and that change will be better for Telangana, and that change will be better for the weaker sections, and that change will be better for this nation.
Okay, thank you. All the best.